Hi everyone! I'm so glad to see you here. I wish I could be there with you, but I'm really excited to utilize, this technology and for us to sit down and have a conversation about a training that we were supposed to have during our meeting, but be able to give you the information and then more importantly for your clubs and organizations to work together to devise a plan that's going to work for your particular club. So I'm glad you survived the snow. Hopefully everyone's staying warm and didn't lose electricity. But, we're back at school and we're ready to dive into this new project. So, welcome. This is the membership training video. And with any luck, I'm going to give you lots of new information and tools, and then we can start in on new projects. So, welcome. Now, we'll get started here. I'm using, my computer, and I've got notes and slideshows to show you, so hopefully this will all come together. So we have a new project, and it's really exciting that we can talk together through this format, and that, like voter commitment, we can pull together and pull off this new task with flying colors, and I'm really happy that you can be here together to talk. So what are we doing exactly? Well, our next focus for the few weeks is increasing our membership. I'm really thrilled to hear that your clubs are booming with participants and you have more members than ever and that your club activities are growing really well. But it's more important than ever that we encourage our club members to become CEA members, not just involved in your organization on your campus, but are involved in the overall organization, and that we're bringing in new students too that have never heard of your organization or never been able to participate. So I want you to know that membership has always been a concern for NEA, for CEA, and for, of course, the student program. So please realize that this push, this new project is not something new, and it is not something that is just for the next few weeks and then it's going to disappear. So please, please just remember that our members are everything. Without our members, we can't plan events, we can't organize, and then we can't host certain events. And then it's unfortunate to think, but it's true, that without our members, we can't receive funding, and without funding, we can't put on the programs. So our members are the basis of everything we do in this organization. And then it's up to me, it's up to you, it's up to the whole leadership to recruit new members and keep sustainable avenues to enable our organization to prosper and grow in the years to come. So I hope you understand that the value of stepping up our game now isn't something new, and I hope you understand that it's what we need to grow and what we need to succeed as a local organization, as a state organization, and as a national program. So how are we going to do this? First, we'll talk about how we typically recruit. And then we'll examine a new way of presenting our information to others. NEA provided this wonderful training to me, and I'm really excited to bring the new information to you. And I think that the new information is really beneficial and will help you out a lot. Then after that, you as a team will have time to plan and develop activities or programs that you want to put on that will increase your membership. And hopefully from there we'll be able to put into action your plan. And then lastly, what better ways to get you motivated than some really cool incentives? I have some news to share from you from NEA that'll hopefully get you excited, but I have some things cooked up for more personal gratification that hopefully will get you even more motivated and ready to go on these projects. So I'm really excited, and I hope you're excited, and let's dive in. Part 1. Changing our conversation for recruiting new members. Like I said before, with this approach, I'll be talking about new improvements to change the way in which you present your information, but we're not changing what you're going to say to your members. I promise this will make a little more sense. Okay, so this is where we really start using the handouts that I've given you as a helping tool for you. I've got 1 minute on the clock. In the space provided, Write down on your worksheet what you would normally say are the benefits of our organization to new members. What would be the first things you would tell them to interest them into our organization? Take a minute and do this on your own independently. Alright, so you probably wrote down some things like experience in the field, things to write on your resume, opportunities to work with college students with the same interests as you, chance to get back to the community. Maybe you mentioned that liability insurance, or the professional development conferences we have, or maybe you even talked about the travel and shopping discounts CEA offers. This is normally how we sell ourselves, presenting all of the benefits from our organization. This information is important, but we'll learn that it is not how we should effectively start the conversation to pull people in. Now you're going to watch a few-minute video. It's on YouTube. The entire video is about 18 minutes, but don't worry, you only need to watch the first 8 minutes. The URL address is on your handout. So type in the URL or go to YouTube and you can search How Great Leaders Inspire Action. Click on Simon Sinek's 18-minute and 30-second video and watch the first 8 minutes. Please use the notes on page 2 and it'll help you follow along with his presentation. So you can see from Simon Sinek's presentation that we're not changing what we're saying, but rather how we say it to our members. The answers that you wrote down earlier become the what of our conversation. Now, we need to be focusing on the why. So go back to your worksheet, take a minute and to answer the next question, again, independently for now. The question is, what is at the heart of why you want to be a teacher? Why do you remain committed? Why do you still want to teach? There are all these education reforms and push for standardized testing and all those hoops we have to jump through to be certified. So why do you still want to be a teacher? I'll give you 60 seconds. Go ahead. Okay, now that you've just come up with responses on your own, I want you to pause the video for a minute. This will allow you to share your responses with your officers. I want you to hear what the others have to say and maybe make a note of the responses that trigger something inside of you, something you didn't think of. So share your personal stories, and then when you're done talking, turn the video back on. All right, go ahead. So I hope you had some good conversation. And hopefully you heard some things that resonated with you, but you didn't necessarily think of at first. My favorite thought is people joined by passion. People followed and supported Martin Luther King Jr. not because of what he said. Others said it too. But people followed Martin Luther King Jr. because he had passion for his beliefs. We're changing our message to stand out as an organization that shares the same passion. So now, go back and look at Synec's Golden Circle. What you just discussed together becomes our focus for the inner circle of why. That's your personal stories, your passion, the beliefs you hold as a future teacher is what you should be telling others. So the overall message becomes, join CEA-SP, create the future of education. So how do we achieve this? Starting with the why, the need for an activity, your passion, to make better, stronger teachers, to improve our profession, to make work meaningful for us. These are just some suggestions. I'm sure you can come up with your own answers of why you joined CEA. Then we focus on the how. The how is what we do to improve upon what we believe and how we make action of it. Saying that we are a professional organization, we work to provide you with opportunities to learn, experience, and enjoy your time developing as a future teacher. Here is when we list our state and local activities, like Outreach to Teach, the math nights you do, or Have Fun, Stay Fit, any of your activities. The how is when we want to talk about it. And then lastly, in our conversation, we'll talk about what we're asking them to do. We're asking them to take part in our events. We're asking them to get involved in CEA. So join CEA-SP. Create the future of education. With this information, I hope you can use it as new strategies for talking to your new members and current club members. So now we'll move on. This is part 2. Part 2. Putting a plan into action. Membership is down for many states throughout the country. We are down from our membership numbers from last year. It is our mission to reach and exceed our goal. As of right now, we stand that we need to increase our numbers by 40 new members by March 15th, 2013. We are lucky, though, compared to some states that are down by hundreds or even 1,000 members. Together, if our 6 schools share the responsibility, 40 members is not a problem. It should not be difficult for us to reach in just a few weeks. That being said, 40 is not my goal. I want to surpass 40 with as many new members as possible. So talk together as officers. I'll want you to set a goal that is reasonable and obtainable for the amount of members you typically see at your meetings and the amount of new potential students you think you'll be able to reach. So, incentive time. While I know you are already incredibly dedicated officers and will work your best just to make the projects happen, what better way to inspire you than some really cool incentives to keep you focused? So our first incentive is from NEA. They have presented us a wonderful opportunity. If we reach 40 members by March 15th, NEA will pay for 2 additional people to attend the Summer Leadership Conference in June in Atlanta, Georgia. This is a huge ticket for us. Typically, we only budget enough to send the state officers that are taking leadership for that next year to attend the conference. This will give us 2 additional members from our student program to attend and further the work of CEA. And I hope you know what that means. CEA will pay for your flight down to Atlanta, your flight home, your hotel, and the cost of the conference. Then you'll get to meet all kinds of amazing people that are just as enthusiastic about education as you are. College students that just want to be teachers and inspire our youth. Being able to send more CEA representatives will be huge for our program. But if the NEA incentive wasn't enough, I've cooked up something that's a little more rewarding, something more personal for you. I have the numbers where your membership stands as the beginning of February. by the end of March, we'll revisit your numbers. The school that has the greatest percentage of increased membership will be treated as VIPs at the CEA New Teacher Conference at Mohegan Sun on April 6th. The winning school will get a special table to sit at, along with additional indulgences to snack on. In the works, we're hoping that the winning school will get a private meet and greet and a photo opportunity with the conference keynote speaker, as well as the president of the CEA. And last, but certainly not least, the winning school will be giving a gift certificate for a restaurant in Mohegan Sun for your club to order appetizers and to socialize after a great day of professional development. Again, we'll be looking at the percentage of increase from each school. We recognize that all the clubs are different sizes and that some have it easier than others to pull new members in. I hope these incentives excite you. Please feel free to share them with your members, so all of you have something to look forward to. In addition, hopefully this will encourage your members to join you for the New Teacher Conference, remembering that their conference fee will be returned to them if they are CEA member. So it all comes together, an even better reason for them to join. So this last part of the workshop is for me to guide you in a discussion using those worksheets, but primarily for you as a team to discuss how you want to tackle the task together and how you want to increase your membership. So take a few minutes to throw ideas around of what you think you can do and what new activities you can do to get your voice out to interest new members. I really encourage you, just take a few minutes and brainstorm on your own and talk together as a team. Once your collaboration has stopped, then turn the page. I have provided a great list of activities and ideas that other state and local leaders have done throughout the country. So talk together as a group, then select your plan of attack, what you think is appropriate for your school and for your school's schedule. Use the worksheets to plan. At the end of your discussion, you should have a solid idea of what your activity or activities may be. Maybe you'll focus on one large social event. Or maybe you're going to do a combination of presentations during education classes and information goodie bags. Whatever combination you feel will be the most successful for you. The quantity and the time spent on your activities is totally up to you. Also, I want you to set a goal for your club for recruiting members. How many new CEA members do you hope to recruit by March 15th? Keep in mind that as a state, we need to surpass 40 members. Your goal should reflect NEA's March 15th deadline. However, for the New Teacher Conference, you have until Monday, April 1st, to be considered for the winning VIP treatment. That week, we'll go over the numbers and let you know before the conference who the winning school is. That way, so you can plan on appetizers and socializing after the conference. But keep in mind, I've said it all along, March 15th. That's the date you want to keep an eye on. So, work together, brainstorm, come up with a plan, set a recruiting goal. Then, at the end, have one person fill out a template worksheet on the computer and email it back to me. This way, the state officers and I can communicate with you about your plans. I hope that you can have this done and completed by Friday, February 15th. So, that's the end of my video. If you have any questions about any of this, feel free to email me, call my cell phone, or text me. I know this is another curveball into your already packed plans. We are all amazed after the NEA voter commitment activities, and I know that you'll be able to pull this off and shine with this new project. So keep in mind those incentives, and remember the new strategies for spreading your passion to others. I can't wait to see what you come up with. Thank you for taking the time to sit through this training video, and I really hope that you brainstorm and come up with some great ideas together as a team. I sincerely appreciate all the work you've been doing and all the work you will continue to do. So, have a great rest of your day, and good luck with your planning. Bye!